Hello, and how are they all? Just a quick reminder for the next Beefeaters build-off that will be coming up in November, I think it is. And it's going to be for pre-1970s sports cars. So hop along over to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel to check details. Anyway, for this one, I'm going to be restoring a Majorette Porsche 924, which was the cheap end of the scale into Porsche ownership, brought out in the 70s. It was quite ahead of its time, nice little car. It had a bigger brother released around the same time, the 944, and which was also another cheap entry into Porsche ownership. I think that at the time they were trying to get away from the old-fashioned 911. That didn't pan out, did it? But they introduced these cars, and I thought they were quite nice cars. I nearly bought one myself. Anyway, we start by drilling open the base. Quite easy to do on this one. Took a couple of shots at it, so I don't like riding into it. If I'm going to screw up anywhere on a build, I'll screw up on the drilling. And here I am just levering open the base, and clip, she's gone. And there's all the basic constituent parts: body, screens, the interior, bumper, etc. And here we're sliming it, giving it a good dose of nitromorse paint remover, because I was timing myself on a quick build. I only wanted it as a rapid build, and I viewed boiling the water and getting my caustic soda going for such a small bodywork. I thought it'd be counterproductive, so I just used the nitromorse. And there I'm filing the edge of the post, so it goes together nicer when it's screwed back together. And here I'm just wire wheeling the paint off the little bits that are left. And here I'm drilling the post. As per usual, I go through the other side, but there's method in me madness. I can show you a method I've picked up from one of our, I think he's a lad from Philippines, I may be wrong. I forget which channel it was. I think it might have been that CK Project X or whatever. And it's basically acrylic nail powder that they use in nail bars for women. It's alright, I'm not exploring my feminine side. That's the actual powder. And you get some liquid, you put in that. If you get the set off eBay, you get one of these little glass jars as well that you put your fluid in for dipping brush into. You just dip the brush into that, then into the powder, and then the powder makes like a basic filler. Here I've put it on and I'm just cutting the edges off to bring it down to shape while it's a bit soft before it goes fully hard. I'm just cutting the edges off. And then, after that, I'll be sanding it. I'm just being careful. I don't go too far with it there. Sorry, just having a gulp of my cider. And here I'm getting to about the boundaries of where I'm gonna go with it. Just feeling how far I'm. And next I go over it with a sort of medium grain sandpaper. Is adequate to take it down. Once it's dried, it's a lot tougher than you'd think. And there we go, I've been over it with 1200s there. It actually, when I went to tap it, it actually stopped the tap. So I had to re-drill it with a pin vise. I didn't use the Dremel, I used the pin vise. And here we are, I'm putting it in a colour near as damn it. I couldn't put it back to its full original colours because I can't print white decals on my printer. I'd already printed these ages ago for me Paint It Pink challenge last year. They just came on really useful for this. Because all the 924s pretty much had Porsche at the bottom of the doors. They had graphics stickers. I think it was to let people know what they were. I'm not sure whether the Majorette carried this, but I'd also made some Porsche badges. So I thought it'd be criminal not to have one on the bonnet. Anyway, here we are, I'm using my solid polish on the buffing wheel, just giving the screens a quick buff off. Making them look a lot nicer. And here we go, next up I'll do the tailgate one. I love this little thing having the separate tailgate. I'm really surprised the actual toy car survived with a plastic tailgate still on it. And as Marty had said, sorry, I'm happy with that. They do look quite good. Got the scratches off, and I struggle in my area to get the floor polish to dip it into. I'll have to find some. I can't find anyone that sells it. Anyway, this were our starting point. A beat up and run down Majorette Porsche 924. And it has more bodywork showing than paint. I think it's quite substantial paint loss. And there's where we ended up. Quite a lot tidier. Really, I've done minimal on it. I just fancied a quick afternoon's build. I didn't fancy going too far off where Majorette was with it, because it was quite a nice little toy car. Nicely proportioned. Looks like a real thing. I like the Majorette 3-spoke wheels. They weren't too shabby. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have done, many thanks for continuing watching me. And to each and everybody out there, take care. Bye for now.